Alright, what's up guys? It's me Chris and I've got another great video for you. Tonight we're going to be taking a look at a figure that I've been waiting for, seems like forever. This is the Threezero interpretation of Leatherface, and this is from the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, so I'm really excited to kind of show this one to you guys. Like I said, I've been waiting on it for a long time. So we're going to go ahead and do the unboxing, and we're going to go ahead and talk about all the different features, and hopefully it lives up to the hype, because man, I was waiting on this, like I said, pretty much forever. So a couple things I want to do right off the bat. I'm going to go ahead and adjust my lighting so that I'm not blocking once I get into the way like I normally am. I'm going to brighten it up just a little bit to give some difference in contrast, and I'm going to come on in. So right off the bat here, you see the actual box here, and it's got 1/6 scale collectible figure Leatherface. You've got like a eye, and this might have been a DVD or a video cover, and that's why I wanted to show this to you. And I'm gonna zoom in on that just a little bit to kind of give you guys a little bit more perspective on that photo. But you've got like a scared, terrified person there, and you've got Leatherface in the background. That's actually the figure, looks like, but you've got him and you've got some tears running. It's about to go down. On the bottom of the box there, you have here where it says that it is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre right here on the bottom. And let me get up close. So hold on, let me get in a position where I don't knock anything over, so I can do this video for you. Live video, gotta love it. All right, focus. All right, so yeah, we've got right here it says Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is cool. On the side of the box, you've got where it says the same thing. You've got Threezero on the bottom here. I don't know how well that's picking up with the reflection and everything. Try to tilt it at an angle so you can see it. But that's their logo. Looks really good. It's a good look at it. Same thing on the other side. And on the back, you've got like a silhouette. If I tilt it just right, let's see if I can get it in the light for you here. But you've got Gunner. Was the guy who played, I think his name was Gunnar Hansen, but he was the guy that played Leatherface. So hopefully you guys can kind of see this. It's really faint on the back. Trying to get it where you can see it. And let me spin this around so I can see. Let's see if we can get a different angle. It's hard to see it, but it's there, I assure you. There it goes. That image of him right there on the box. So yeah, pretty cool. All right, so let me get a little more comfortable here and not knock everything over. All right, now I'm getting more comfortable. All right, so let's go ahead and open the box up and see what we get inside here. So I just got this today, so this is my first time actually getting in the box. So we're just gonna see what it looks like and kind of see what we end up with. Boom. No magnetic box like you normally get with like a hot toy or any of that kind of stuff. So you don't get into that. That's just kind of, it is what it is. But you get the actual figure. And so right up front, what you get here is, this is not the exclusive version, but we've got the figure itself. We've got the chainsaw, which is very important. We've got the sledgehammer, which is awesome. We've got the pick hook, like the meat hook. You've got some extra wrist pegs there. You've got, let's see, 6 sets of hands total. You've got the actual figure, and you've got the apron in the back. So let's go ahead, and before I do anything else, I want to share with you that I do like these stands. They're super cheap. I will put a link on Amazon in the description for these, but they're super cheap. I forget who they're made by, but I like them a lot. They're great for this kind of thing, and you can get a lot of them real cheap. So we're going to use one of these to stand him up so he doesn't fall. So you guys get a 2-for-1 unboxing today. And the cool thing about these stands is they come with all sorts of little words. If you want to put on a little name clip, I don't even worry about these. I just kind of throw this out. So just in case you care about it, it's there. Now this is weird, Trina. This one ain't got no, this one's missing the little part that he actually stands up against, the little hanger part. I must have stolen it for another figure, so I have to steal another one. But basically what you do with this, guys, and let me pull out a little bit so that you can see a little bit more of what I'm doing here. There we go. what you do with this is that you, that's good. You use this stand and you can sit your figure on it. It's got a little a little waist piece that goes around here. And if you want to put a nameplate on it, you can, but you can do whatever you want. That's completely up to you. So that's the kind of stand we're going to use. Let's go ahead and get the figure out because I do want to see him and hopefully he looks really good. Let's get him out first. And my wife hadn't seen him either. She's in here tonight just kind of hanging out. So we're going to see what we got here with the old Leatherface. And boom. Now he looks freaking awesome. The hair needs a little bit of gel or something to style him. But man, does he look freaking sick. I am going to zoom in, but I'm not going to do it right now. It's just too hard to do all that bouncing around. Really good figure, what I can see so far. And he's got the skin mask on. The eyes are looking kind of up. So I'm going to, and I'm looking at it at the same time you guys are. So what I want to do is put him at an angle where he's kind of looking down on you like that when he's got his chainsaw in hand. The neck has good articulation. He does have a single piece. Got some really jacked arms. Look how big his arm is, Trina, like a bodybuilder. So, but he can flex. He's got some Arnold Schwarzenegger arms going on. I don't think Gunner's arms were that big, but you know, those are some big arms. I will get you close-ups in a second, I promise. But yeah, this looks actually pretty good overall. I'm gonna do some adjusting and everything. He stands okay, but not great. It's the cowboy boots, but he can stand up, I guess, if you get him just right. But nope. I think he'll stand. I just gotta get it, like I said, I gotta get it just right. He looks like he's like kinda like one of his legs is longer than the other. Maybe it's just no, I think that's it. He's got some padding in there too, but not enough padding. Yeah, you can make him stand, but you know, I'm definitely gonna put him on the stand because I really do like the way that he looks. And I'm looking at my statue over there and it looks pretty close in terms of how he looks. Let me move around a little bit because God, am I uncomfortable. All right, so yeah, this is a really good sculpt. Just show you guys up close and personal. The face sculpt looks really good. The body looks really good. Those arms are freaking jacked. So he's like ready to do some work. Stomach looks good. He needs a little bit more padding in the leg area, but overall I think it looks pretty good. All right, let me see what else I can do to get out of y'all's way, because y'all want to see this and not me. All right, let me adjust my camera yet again. Sorry guys, working on different setups to make this better for you. And that probably looks pretty good. Give me a little bit of breathing room. All right, now I can get in here and work. Whew. Let me zoom in just a bit so we can get a good idea of what's going on. So yeah, he's got some good padding in the stomach area here, which I think is really all right. You can kind of see a side profile, but these arms are huge. And when you look at him, I'll move his shirt up, man. It is that kind of Phison style of body. So I think over time, if you have that arm bent too much, this will deteriorate because it already doesn't look too promising as it is. But I mean, this figure isn't super expensive. It's like $130, I think, $140. So definitely worth it if you don't have a Leatherface in your collection, which I did not. Mine seems to have some weird issues with joints and stuff like that. Again, doesn't look bad, but his legs aren't the same height or something's not right. I got to get in here and see what's going on with him because he's not standing up straight. So I'll sort that out. A good stand will hide a lot of that, so you know, it's just kind of one of those things. But the shirt has the adequate amount of dirtiness going on. The tie looks pretty freaking amazing. Let's go ahead and look at some of the accessories. So accessory number one is the most important, which is his chainsaw. And I just want to show you that up close and personal. So hopefully my camera picks it up in a second. Come on, camera, stay with me. Try to block it. There you go. So you got some blood splatter on there. Nothing, you know, to phone home about, but it does look pretty good. Kind of splotchy, it's the best way to say it. But the chainsaw itself looks really good. The color looks really accurate to my sideshow, so I'm happy about that. And there's where the exhaust is on this side. So this looks really sick. I'm probably gonna redo the blood at some other point. So just be prepared maybe to see a video on that if I have time to actually shoot a video while I'm doing it. But the chainsaw looks great. There is a top view of it. Hopefully you guys can see that. Really awesome on the chainsaw. My favorite weapon is this dude right here, because if you've ever watched Texas Chainsaw, there's a scene. Have you seen that one, babe? The original. Not the remake with Gunny in it. The original. You need to watch it, because there's a scene where he takes this cleaver right here, and the dude wanders in the house, and he just whacks him across the head, and the body's all jumping and everything like a.
That's one with Matthew McConaughey.
No, that's I try to forget that one. That's not the original. That's like something else, Texas Chainsaw. But I'll show you the original because we got it on DVD. But yeah, this is freaking nuts. This looks really good. This is how I'm going to display Leatherface with the chainsaw and the hammer. He also comes with a meat hook utensil, which is made out of real metal. It just doesn't have a point on it. And I'll try to show this to you. See if I can get a better look at it. Look at that. Made out of some pretty good metal too. So this is kind of dope. It's like a fish hook, but no point. I wish it had a point again. I get they don't want liability for people cutting themselves. But this is a meat hook, and it looks freaking outstanding. Or it could be a Christmas tree ornament. What do you think? Doesn't this like what we put on the Christmas tree ornaments? Mm-hmm. She not even looking.
I am. I'm looking right here.
The hands here are, he's got a couple different gripping hands, just to kind of show you so we don't get doing too much of the same thing. So you got a gripping hand here, and it's not together. You can't open. So just kind of show y'all all of that. He's got two sets of those. He's got a grasping hand. I can smell Sasha's fart from under the door. Woo! That is some potent. That's some potent bookie. So he's got this hand too, which is a gripping hand, which is nice. So this is really cool. I want to go ahead and figure out which hands I'm going to use, because again, I am probably going to have him with, I don't know now because I got so many options. I think you gotta put Leatherface with the chainsaw. So this is a hand you gotta have, but you gotta have a good gripping hand for that. So I will probably have him gripping this chainsaw some kind of way. So let me focus on that for a second, guys, and see how I can do this without breaking anything. I'm trying to figure out how tight these hands are. They're not super tight, but they're not loose, so that's actually not bad at all. I want him, for my look, to just be gripping this, because I'm going to put him in the case where he's got everything just kind of up, and maybe have it like this. Looks pretty good if I can get those other fingers in there. I just want to secure this to make sure he doesn't drop it. I mean, it's not heavy, but just to make sure. All right, that's a good grip. So that hand does a really sure grip on this. So I think that's going to hunt for me. I think that's a really good look. So I think we'll go with this one. We're going to remove this hand. And the peg comes out with the hand. I guess I can use my teeth. Pull that guy out of there. We'll stick this other one in. And make sure we got a good connection. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and stick this hand back on. Have that chainsaw hanging out there. And then I want to have a hand that's holding this joint here, which is his hammer. So I'm going to go ahead and put a hammer hand on. Let me back him up so y'all can see him better. Turn him towards you. We'll put his hammer hand on. Oh, I almost dropped it. Same thing. These pegs are in here kind of tight, and that's gotta rip those guys out. Not a huge deal, but just FYI. The pegs do go in really tight if you want to utilize them for this. Alright. And he's got his hammer. He's looking to the side. He's got his legs spread. And I think that looks pretty good. So I'm going to show you a better shot of this in a second. The next thing I want to do is talk about this apron, because that is also important. So I'm going to pull out just a bit, and I'm going to tilt down just a bit so you guys can get a better idea of what's going on here. Alright, so I got him set up with his hammer. I'm going to have it at his hand for right now, at his side, excuse me. So, again, he's got 6 sets of hands, which are cool if you're into that. You know, you may want to mix and match these a little bit more than I did. I'm not going to use him with any grasping hands, so I didn't really care. And then I'm not going to display him with that hook because it's just not a look that I'm going for. I am going to get in here though and deal with this here apron because it is pretty sick. You can see the blood splatter and it looks amazing.
Bruce Phillips said, what's your favorite horror movie?
Favorite horror movie of all? Probably the original Dawn of the Dead. Really love that one. It just really checks off a lot of boxes for me personally. But you know, my mileage varies. I love a lot of horror movies, but that one I'm really fond of. I'm a big George Romero guy, and so definitely I'd have to say in my top. Let me get this tie out. I like having Leatherface with his tie hanging out. I know a lot of people don't, but I like to have him like looking kind of crazy with his tie twisted with this apron on. I think it looks pretty amazing. I wish it had a wire in it. It doesn't have any wire, guys, unfortunately, but it still really adds to the look. And this apron was done really well, so I'm happy about that because that's important for old Leatherface. Yes, wow, that just really makes it for me. God almighty, look at that, baby. I'm actually gonna tuck his tie in because it doesn't have any wire either. If it had wire, I'd like to have his tie out. I'm going to grab another Leatherface in a second just to show you a comparison really quickly because I think it's important with this particular character. So just hang on. Let me put his weapons back in his hands. If you were doing the chainsaw, you've got a hand, by the way, if you want to do a 2-hand chainsaw grab. But I ain't studying all of that. I just wanted to be chilling with the chainsaw like it's about to go down. Oh man, that fart is so stank. Oh, Leatherface figure. And not Leatherface over. Leatherface like, what is that smell? My dog is like, probably dropped the deuce outside the door. It's bad. Alright. Let's get this. I gotta do something with this.
I think I kind of smell it now.
Yeah, I gotta do something with this hair. Man, she is rank tonight. Alright. Get this sleeve back down. I started messing with that sleeve a little bit. And I need to put him, I'm gonna have to put a waist guard there because he can't stand up on his own, unfortunately. Not well enough with those. The cowboy boots are really slim, and so that's why it's hard for him. Even though there is an ankle rocker in there, I don't know how well you can see it, kind of, sort of, like a ball joint. It just doesn't hold that weight very well. So, you know, I don't know. Mileage may vary on how well he can stand, but my version doesn't stand all that great. So it's just how it goes. And I'm gonna style that hair up a little bit because his hair was pretty curly in the movie that I remember. But I think I like the way that looks. Let me turn him to you all so you can get the look there where he's got that hammer going on. Hammer time. Shout out Tyrese on The Walking Dead. Gone too soon. But yeah, I think that looks freaking sick. If we can get him to stay up. I'm kind of aggravated that it's hard for him to stand, but if I don't bump anything, I think he looks pretty cool. Alright, let me go grab some stuff for comparison's sake and get out of y'all's way. I'm going to give y'all some looks at him. Also, let me see. See, that ain't the right face I got on there. I got the woman's mask on this face in this one. Do I have Leatherface? I ain't gonna pull that big Leatherface out, you guys, because it's just too big. It's huge. But I'm gonna grab this little one just to kind of show you, and I'm going to show you. Okay. My predators have been falling. Freddy fell. That's what happens when you pack stuff too tight. All right. So I've got Leatherface there. Well, let me give y'all a better shot now that I can get behind the camera and actually work a little bit. So this is what he looks like. Let me give you some options, some competitive options. So this is him as well. And this one doesn't stand up great either. This is from NECA, but that's with the lady's mask face kind of setup going on. And let me also grab my other Leatherface. What fell off of him? Who is that? My wolf predator? I don't even know what this is. Oh, it's just a little leg thing. Alright. I don't know why all my predators decided to fall down, but they did. Alright, come on guys, stand up. Hold on, I gotta fix something. Alright, let me grab. He gonna cause a problem too. Like somebody must have bumped something in here, cause it's like a lot of stuff. Ain't no telling.
Nobody but you.
Well, that ball was in here. Ain't no telling what Kyla and them be doing. Kyla, I'm watching you. Let me give you another one so you can get a look at this one too. This is another version. This is my new version. That's a custom that I have. Just so you can get an idea. And competitively, they stand about the same height. The difference is that the stand that I have the new one on is a little bit bigger than the stand of the other one. So that's why it looks so different. But that's a custom stand too. So just to kind of show you that. And this freaking tripod is not cooperating tonight. Worth a crowd. Worth a fart. All right, there we go. So just to kind of show you guys some differences there. Those are two stands. And let me brighten it up a bit so you can see a little bit better. There we go. So you can see those two stands. But the actual figures stand about toe to toe. Just to give you an idea of the two different looks. So that's the new look and that's the original look. Let me know which one you like best. But then we've also got that little dude right there. And the blood splatter on it doesn't look nearly as good if you look at the blood splatter pattern as compared to the blood splatter here. Looks great. So competitively, I think it's a really good figure. I think the hair is off, unfortunately. And that's one of the areas where I'm just going to focus in on these two guys right now. I think my new one looks a little bit better. They both look a little wonky, but I think that's a big issue for me is that darn hair. I've got to get in there and maybe gel that or do something with it. As a figure, though, I think it looks great. What do you think?
Yeah.
Again, I ain't going to bring that big dude out because he's huge. But we will do a Leatherface video at a later day. I think this is a good looking figure. So for the price, I do recommend it. I think Threezero is doing a great job. I've got another Threezero figure that I can bring out just to kind of compare and show you, just to give you some competitive options. My Michael Myers from, which one is this from, Trin? You remember? Is this Curse? I think this is Curse of Michael Myers. This is maybe part 5. It might not be.
How can you tell the difference? The mask.
The mask, yeah. But there's a Michael Myers for you guys, and I'm gonna pull out so you can get a better look at him side by side. This is another Threezero offering. And hold on, you don't see it yet, but you see it now. So these are the two Threezero offerings right here. What is up with the way this thing is turning? I'm sorry guys, my tripod's acting way up, but it's all right. So that's another Threezero offering right there, which is this Michael Myers. And a lot of people didn't like the ears on this Michael Myers. He stands up great, by the way. I think his ears look big too, but I think that mask was kind of wacky. So just my opinion, one of those things. But I don't think it's a bad sculpt necessarily. And I think that Leatherface is definitely taller here. So I don't know. You let me know in the comment section what you think. But I don't know that Leatherface is that much bigger than Michael Myers. So maybe scaling wise, and he's a good, if that were real life, what'd that be, Trina? Probably like a good 3 inches taller,
Yeah.
I would say. And that's, I don't know. And that's with him wearing combat boots as opposed to cowboy boots, which aren't as tall. So that's a pretty tall figure. And he is slightly taller than the other Leatherface here as well, which is this one. Just slightly. So, I don't know. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this guy. So, anyway, definitely pick him up if you're a Leatherface fan. I think he's a good figure. You know, barring somebody coming out, I know One's Customs and some other folks out there have some customs that I think look really, really good. But barring something else coming out that is amazing, I think this is a pretty solid figure. I definitely think it's worth buying just because it's less than 200 bucks. Sideshow isn't putting out anything that's less than 200 bucks right now that looks even close to this good. And Hot Toys, forget about it. If this was a Hot Toy figure, just because, it'd be $300, at least $279. And they generally go crazy with their horror stuff. So yeah, because it's Leatherface, he's kind of obscure. That might be one of those things that's why people dig him. So that's why he's priced so low. But a lot of people are getting him. I think he's definitely worth a look if you are a horror fan. I think that the weapons alone that he comes with are really cool, especially the mallet. And especially, of course, obviously, he's got to come with his chainsaw. My other chainsaw, as you can see on my custom, is like cray. It's all, look at that chainsaw. Oh, my God. Let me zoom in so I get a better look at that thing. Now, that's a chainsaw. And it's blooded and all messed up. This one's kind of clean. But that's how it was in the original. So, really good figure. If I had to score it, I'd say 7 out of 10. I think it looks like it's iconic. You know it right away. You know what you're looking at right away. And I think it's definitely worth a look if you're in the market for a Leatherface. And you should be, because Texas Chainsaw Massacre is amazing. So, anyway, I've taken up enough time rambling. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Let me know if you'd like me to do a top horror figure actual video. I have some videos that I'm actually going to be editing, some actual videos that aren't live, so you'll get a chance to see some of those soon. Got some surprises and some other things coming out. Got a new router for my internet, which is cool. And one of my awesome viewers, subscribers, hooked me up with a PS3. And I will be talking and doing a special video on that very soon as well. So be on the lookout, because that was amazing and I really appreciate it. So thank you guys so much. Another video this weekend, definitely. I will be at the haunted house in Atlanta with my wife. So that's going to be super exciting. So if any of you are in the Atlanta area, let me know, because that's where I'm going to be. Have a good night. I'll see you later. Ciao.